Gotham City, a once fair metropolis brought low by crime and corruption. These days, the mob reigns supreme. Or at least, that's what I used to think.
Gotham, and welcome back. As many of you know by now, it's time for our weekly local recap. First and foremost, Police Commissioner Gillian Loeb's mayoral campaign is picking up more and more support amongst the voters. It seems this coming election will see Loeb and the incumbent Mayor Hill neck and neck to the end. In the business sector, Wayne Industries has announced its plan to create a cross-Gotham transit system that will connect the entire city together, as head of research Lucius Fox told us. And finally, several new sightings of our own mysterious vigilante last week have left many wondering if the so-called Batman is elevating his pursuit of justice from small-time crooks to large-scale organized crime. Until next week then, stay strong and stay hopeful.
Your men have been smuggling venom in small quantities from Maine. Why?
Our client wanted it. Anonymous. He just wired us the cash.
Who? Who's buying the venom?
I told you, I don't know. I never got a name. Batman? Batman!
Did Penguin have anything interesting to impart about our little venom case, sir?
Only that the buyer was anonymous. In the meantime, Alfred, there's one last thing I need to do tonight.
Right. Good luck, sir. And congratulations.
So that pretty much gets you up to speed, Detective Felding. Welcome to Gotham. It's rough, but hey, it's home. You know, when I transferred here, I was expecting a little trouble, but this... You get used to it, kid. Lieutenant Gordon? Commissioner wants you up on the roof, now. Son of a gun. What did he drag in this time? It's, better if you see for yourself, sir. Well, I'll be. Salvatore Maroni in the flesh.
He left a tape, too. Enough evidence to put him away for life.
Wait, I don't get it. Who's this guy? Only the boss of the entire Gotham mob. What? Well, that was fast.
Whoever this bat freak is, we sure owe him now.
Really, Alfred, can't we just cancel? Master Bruce, an interview like this is perfect for keeping up appearances. May I remind you that if you are to keep your night escapades a secret, you must keep your public life just the opposite. Who is it this time? Not that loudmouth writer again, I hope. No, sir, a Miss Vale, and it appears she is here now. Do try to seem engaged, won't you? Anything for you.
Mr. Wayne, pleased to meet you. I'm Vicki Vale.
A pleasure. I've seen your talk show. It's very informative.
Well, I try my best.
No, really. Honestly, it feels like a lot of the local reporters are on Maroni's payroll. The few that are left are hard to find.
You're not wrong. Guess it's a good thing you got me instead of one of my colleagues.
What, like Jack Ryder? That is a very good thing indeed.
Jack is many things, but he isn't one to be bought.
I guess that's one thing in his favor. But enough of him. Let's get to me. What would you like to know?
Well, first and foremost, I wanted to hear your thoughts on the state of Gotham City. But it seems like you've beaten me to it.
I can go on if you'd like.
Yeah, definitely. Please do.
Gotham is, to put it plainly, complacent. We've allowed crime and poverty to flourish without lifting a finger against it. It's not the city my parents worked toward, and I don't intend to let it stay that way.
You really care, don't you?
Why wouldn't I?
It's just that when you hear a rich playboy talk about charity, you just assume that they're putting on a good show for the publicity. But you really mean it.
How do you know I'm not putting on a show right now?
I can tell. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Wayne. This should make for a very engaging article.
The pleasure was all mine, really. Goodbye, Miss Vale.
Goodbye.
Well, wasn't that a pleasant interview? I'd almost forgotten such a thing was possible. Though I don't recall you ever watching Miss Vale's show. I was just being polite, Alfred. She deserves that much for taking a stand against the mob. I see. Well, she did leave you her number, sir. What? Oh, nothing. Forget something, Miss... Why, Mr. Felding. Bruce Wayne, come here, you old dog! Nate, when did you get in? Just last night. Checked in with the department, and by then it was a little late for a social call. What are you talking about? You could have stayed the night here. Indeed. A guest room is all prepared for you, sir. Thanks, Alfred. I could really use a place to stay while I get my own place squared away. You're always welcome. You know that. So who's that I saw leaving as I came in? Don't tell me you're... No. She was a reporter doing a story on me. Uh-huh. Is she single? Don't get any ideas. Ah, so she is. Hey, you're in the same boat I am, my friend. Well, yeah, but at least I'm putting myself out there. You act like you want to be alone. Maybe I do. You still haven't told me about the job. Well, Bruce, you've got yourself one heck of a city. Crime, corruption, and now this Batman guy? It just keeps getting weirder. Do you know he hogtied Sal Maroni to the roof of the PD last night? Wow, the head of the whole shebang. Maybe that means things are finally looking up. I don't know, Bruce. This whole vigilante thing. I'm not sure where I stand. On one hand, he's getting results, and it seems like my superiors sympathize with him behind closed doors. But on the other, he's still breaking the law. Well, I'm just glad Maroni's finally behind bars. Yeah, that won't be the end of it, though. Even if we manage to cut off the head, the body won't fall. There's still a lot of work to be done. Well, it's a good thing Gotham has you on her side now.
Too long has Gotham lived under the oppressive rule of Salvatore Maroni and his puppet mayor, Hamilton Hill. And that is why a vote for Loeb is a vote for a future free from corruption, from bribing those who will fall in line and removing those that won't. Together, we can work to free Gotham. Thank you. Jim, we're coming up on the election, and I've been thinking long and hard about my successor as commissioner.
Well, all due respect, sir, you might not need one if...
Jim, I've chosen you.
What?
I've chosen you.
I don't understand. Chief O'Hara...
is a good man and a capable officer, but he's part of the old guard. Like me, neither of us have been able to root out the bot cops from the honest ones. At least not enough of them to make a difference. I believe the department needs a fresh set of eyes leading it. It needs you. You've come a long way in a short time, Lieutenant. There's no one I'd trust more to do what's best for this city.
I don't know what to say. It's an honor, sir.
Don't be thanking me just yet. I still have to beat out that crook Hill.
Then to a landslide victory.
Hear, hear.
I must say, Master Bruce, I am a tad surprised to see you here. As I recall, incarcerating Salvatore Maroni was the goal of this entire endeavor, and a long and complicated one at that. I'm aware, Alfred. Just a few loose ends to tie off before I go back to being just plain old Bruce Wayne. For good. You should be getting some much-needed rest and relaxation, as it were. You have succeeded. Your parents would be very proud that you've continued their legacy. Let the authorities handle the rest. Am I supposed to trust the authorities around here? There are enough good ones to deal with Maroni, sir, especially with the evidence you left them. Either way, there's still Cobblepot's venom smuggling. Whoever's buying a performance-enhancing drug like that can't be up to any good. I suppose not. Did you ever give Miss Vale a ring? I don't know, Alfred. I've never considered something like that. It's always been the job. The mission. Nothing else. The job is done, Master Bruce. I don't mean to pressure you, but if there's any time to consider your future, now would be it. That is, if you feel something for her. I don't know how I feel. Then perhaps it's time you found out.
Sorry I'm late. I hope I didn't miss anything. No, we're still waiting on the lawyer. His? Ours. Mr. Maroni, as I live and breathe. Let me guess. You misplaced your income tax forms. I hope you're not under a false assumption about the nature of this little chat. We already have more than enough to put you in Arkham for the average human lifespan, and something tells me you don't have that long to waste. So unless that situation appeals to you, I'd recommend you... Something funny, Mr. Maroni?
Tell me something, Counselor. You new around here?
No, Mr. Maroni, I am not.
Now listen here, Counselor. I snap my fingers, I got a board judge, the best lawyer, and 12 of my own men for the jury. I own this city. So enjoy your little tough guy act while you can, Counselor. I'll be out and about again before dinner.
He's not wrong, you know. There's no bail he can't pay, and no judge he can't bribe. But that evidence is damning, to be sure. But around here, evidence doesn't mean a whole lot. Detective Felding, Nathan Felding, Harvey Dent. Dent here is one of Gotham's best and brightest attorneys. Apparently not so bright. You tried your best. Now all we can do is hope to God whatever shred of honest law is left in this city will be at that trial.
Morning, Jack. Anything interesting to report?
Yeah, actually. You're not gonna believe who left you these.
Who?
Bruce Wayne. That interview must have gone well, huh?
Yeah.
Well, he sure didn't give me any flowers. Ms. Vale, what a pleasant surprise.
Hi, could I talk to Bruce for a minute?
Please, come in. I assume you got my flowers.
I came by to thank you. They're beautiful.
Well, I saw your article in the paper, and I wanted to thank you for being so professional. That doesn't always happen.
That's how I roll, Mr. Wayne.
Please, just Bruce. Would you like to sit down? I'll have Alfred make some coffee.
Oh, no, I don't think...
Come on, you came all the way out here. It's the least I can do.
I can't believe Maroni's finally behind bars. At least until the trial, that is.
When is it set for?
Tomorrow. I guess I have to be there, but if I could, I'd definitely get out of it.
You don't want to be there when they let him off.
You got it.
Well, when even the mayor's on the payroll, I don't blame you for losing hope.
I didn't say that I lost hope. Even if he gets off, the fact that we came this close is a victory in and of itself.
Then I guess we'll hope for the best.
And prepare for the worst.
You know, maybe we could meet up after the trial and get our minds off things. What do you do for fun? Dinner? Movie? Dancing? All of the above?
Bruce, I appreciate it, but...
What?
Well, it's just that you're... and I'm...
Oh, come on. Don't tell me Vicki Vale is afraid of a little gossip.
Of course not, but... Well, it just looks a certain way, you know? A billionaire hanging out with a reporter.
Then why don't we just go as friends? I'll even disguise myself if I have to.
Fine. Okay, but one condition.
What's that?
I pick the place.
Fine by me.
Now what this idiot dealt with, understand?
Of course, Mr. Falcone. We're working as efficiently as we can.
Alright, boys, what's the situation?
Silent alarm went off about an hour ago. Whoever it was made off with 10 million without leaving a single trace.
If I told you people once, I've told you 1,000 times. It's the cat.
Cat, Mr. Falcone?
Did I stutter? Just get it out for me, I tell you. Hit one of my places after another.
Tell me more. Catwoman, huh? The wonders never cease. Shouldn't you be at home with your family by now, Detective? Yo ho ho, a bachelor's life for me. And you, Lieutenant? Divorced. The life of an officer's wife isn't for everyone. Sorry, I didn't mean to. It's fine. All that was a long time ago. What are you working on? Just this Catwoman thing. She's good. Real good. Guess I was hoping to track her down. Good luck with that. She's been at large for a good while now. If you ask me, Batman lets her off easy. Probably because she's pretty harmless, only goes after mob money. But, take it from me, she has left quite the mark. Well, Batman has the benefits of being a vigilante. To us, a criminal's a criminal. You know, when you've been at this as long as I have, these black and white ideals get a little blurry sometimes. Why do you think Batman's here? Sometimes the law isn't the final authority on right and wrong. Sometimes you gotta figure that out yourself. Careful, Lieutenant. Don't let the chief catch you saying things like that. You're a good cop, Felding. Gotham's lucky to have you. Thank you, sir. Don't stay too late. Oh, and by the way, my friends call me Jim. And mine call me Nate. See you around then, Nate. Hey, Bruce. Man, what a day. I'm telling you, buddy, your city is completely... Hey, what's the matter with you? Nothing. Say, Bruce, if I didn't know you any better, I'd say you're... Well, I'll be. I never thought in a million years that I'd live to see you actually interested in someone. I mean, this must be what? The millionth woman who's tried? Well, that's just the thing. She didn't. She's so sharp and committed and beautiful. Wait a minute. You're telling me you went after her? She didn't initiate it? Yeah, crazy, right? I don't know, man. When I look at her, somehow I know she's genuine. The real deal. Yeah. This is Jack Ryder reporting live outside Gotham Courthouse as hundreds of Gothamites gather for what will likely go down as the most important trial in the city's history. And it appears Mr. Maroni is arriving now with a substantial police escort, making his way into the courthouse.
Good luck, Counselor. You're gonna need it.
Here we go. Dear Lord!
Someday you'll find all who love are blind. Oh, when your heart's on fire, you must realize smoke gets in your eyes.